everybody. Let me make sure I didn't hit something. Hold on. Okay, making sure it was still recording. Okay, I am headed into the office. I'm so excited. I have figured out that staying home on 24-hour bed rest is actually more aggravating, irritating, stressful, and frustrating than going into the office. So, I'm excited to go into the office. I think I'm just going to stay there till late tonight. But anyway, I am just driving through the neighborhood, so there's no cars around. I thought I would show you my little embryo. And I don't have any idea what that looks like to you guys right now. I got to put it down because there's a turn. Anyway, that's my for-sale. As you guys know, I had a 2-day transfer. Everything went great. My mom went with me. She cried twice before we went into the room because she's very cute and emotional like that. And then she did not cry at all once we were in the room. She was kind of fixated on the screen because this time the doctor that I'm now using, he uses ultrasound when doing the transfers. So that was kind of interesting, a little bit different. But anyway, so everything went great, and I did get some rest yesterday. My mom stayed with me, and actually yesterday was pretty good. I think just today was kind of stressful, but we had a good time. We watched movies, and I laid on the couch and basically was taken care of, so that was really nice. And my beta test is a ways off, so I talked to the doctor after the transfer, and we were doing the math and trying to figure out when implantation might take place. And as far as I could tell, it will be next weekend. So, or this coming weekend, I should say, since it's Tuesday. But yeah, this weekend. So I'm gonna probably, knowing me, I'll start testing like early part of next week because I just can't stand to wait. And I don't think I would ever go into my beta test not testing and not having some idea, because I think I would go into absolute hysterics if I thought I had a positive and I got a negative. I just think that would be just crushing. I'd rather have a couple of to test and get a negative, kind of get the idea you might have a negative, and then test again and get a negative, and kind of start coming to the realization, than it just kind of thinking you're positive, and then going in and having the test and you're not. So, started my progesterone shots last night. My husband gave me my progesterone shot. Did a great job. I think we'll be okay as long as the soreness can hold off. I rub the injection area, massage it, for a while after he does the injection. But I can't help to think that I probably need to do that a little bit longer so that the injection site doesn't get so sore. I just don't think there's anything to avoid that, actually, because that's some pretty potent stuff, those progesterone shots. So anyway, I am just excited and wanted you guys to see that I was up and about, and I am really excited that it's not a 24-hour bed rest. My doctor was talking about in the UK, a lot of times they just do the transfer, send you on your own, and you have 0 bed rest. And they just live their lives like normal, because that's what you would do normally if you were pregnant, is you would just go about your business. You may not even know you're pregnant. And there is not any higher positive results in America than there is in the UK. Oh, and what he said was really interesting is back in the day when they first came out with IVF, they used to admit you into the hospital, and you would be in the hospital for 4 days bed rest, and then they would send you home and you'd have another 4 days bed rest. Could you imagine 8 days bed rest? And the positive percentages are higher now than they were then, but of course they've come up with a lot of other techniques and science to help the positive outcome. So it's not just the bed rest factor. It's, I'm sure, a lot of other things. The environment in the petri dish and so on and so forth. So techniques of getting the embryo or the egg and so on. So anyway, I'm just babbling now, but I thought that was kind of interesting. So it's kind of like you should just do your transfer and go about your business, because I remember when IVF Forbes was talking about wondering how long she needed bed rest. And I always call her IVF Forbes, but I think her name is Bess. But, and I hate that I can't remember her name right now because I love her to death. But anyway, she was talking about bed rest and how long to go on bed rest and kind of not liking the whole idea of being on bed rest. And come to find out, my doctor really doesn't think that it's doing implantation any help or anything like that. I think it's supposed to like get you in bed just so you, as a stress reliever from everything you've gone through. Because even though in nature, after you become pregnant, you don't know, and so you're running around, but let's face it, if you're doing IVF, that's not nature. You've just injected yourself full of a lot of like chemicals and things like that. So I think probably 24 hours is something that you just kind of deserve after everything you've gone through. So, anywho. All right, ladies. I'll check in with you later. Bye.